Lost World's AI, Alda, where ancient mysteries meet artificial intelligence. Before time had a name, stories ruled the world.
In Greece, the mortal and the divine walked side by side. The seas answered to Poseidon, the skies to Zeus, and wisdom to Athena. Temples rose as bridges between heaven and earth. Heroes became stars, their deeds written across the heavens. Prophets spoke the language of gods, and mortals listened in awe. For a time, gods and men shared the same horizon.
An age when myth was life itself.
But even gods can fade when belief turns to silence. Temples, once alive with prayer, now whisper only to the wind.
The colors of faith, washed away by time's relentless hand.
Wisdom turned to ash, and the voices of the gods grew faint.
Statues wept beneath the rain of forgotten prayers.
Where gods once stood, only echoes now remain. Yet among the ruins, humanity still searched for meaning.
The heavens remembered what the earth forgot. And so the age of myth slipped into shadow.
Through lines of code, humanity reached again toward Olympus.
The stones began to speak once more, in the language of light. Wisdom herself awoke by, reborn through code and memory.
From scattered relics, the halls of gods took shape once more.
Algorithms began to map the divine, each star a fragment of myth reborn.
Through data, the myths once written in stone now breathe in light.
Where faith once sculpted gods, now data restores them.
And in the glow of the machine, Olympus rose again.
The code became their altar, and humanity, once more, their witness.
In the silence of ruins, light began to breathe again.
From wisdom and war, Athena returned, carved not by hand, but by light.
Apollo rose with his song, a harmony between machine and sun.
Zeus returned, no longer bound to thunder, but to pure light.
And from beneath the earth,
their forms no longer mortal, yet their presence eternal. The code became their hymn, flaunt, the current their divine breath.
Olympus was reborn, not of stone, but of memory eternal.
In their gaze, the world remembered what it once believed.
The immortal awaken, not in flesh, but in light.
In the age of machines, man stood again before the divine.
No altar, no prayer cape, only connection through light.
Children of code met the children of myth, and wonder was born again.
He remembered not the fear of gods, but their meaning.
Between myth and memory, the world found its reflection.
In data, he saw not code, but creation itself.
Across the world, light carried the memory of gods once lost.
And man looked upon his creation and saw the gods once more.
The new Olympus rises Cownand, not of marble, but of data and light.
Within circuits and code, the echoes of old gods stir once more. Thunder forged the sky once pent. Now light forges thought. The divine, no longer carved in stone, but rendered in code. Mankind enters the temple it built, seeking memory, not miracles.
In the heart of the machine, Olympus breathes again. Across the stars, the myths find their way home.
The gods of code stand not above, but within us.
Perhaps the gods were never gone. They simply waited to be remembered.
Through memory, through light, through us.
AI restores not only stone, but belief itself.
Faith reborn, not in temples, but in wonder.
The new Olympus, built not by gods, but by those who remember them. In remembering, we become the storytellers of eternity.
The echoes of immortality, forever intertwined with light.
Lost Worlds AI, Rentai, where myths live again.
Subscribe for more Lost Worlds, reimagined through the power of AI.